induction motor, right? What do you mean by? You have seen that while studying synchronous machine, our main focus is on synchronous generator. Maximum applications use of synchronous machine is synchronous generator. Some typical applications like power factor improvement, there we are using synchronous. Of course, synchronous motor is costly and speed control is not possible in case of synchronous motor because synchronous machine runs at synchronous motor. But in case of motor drive system like electric traction, any rolling wheel, anything, you need a speed control. So for controlling a speed, you need a variable speed drive. So generally for that, we use induction motor. You can say universally all over the world. For motor application, induction motors are used. For generator application, synchronous machines. Or in general, all motors are more or less come in the category of induction. Like fan, single phase induction. Mixer, you can call it some other special machine also, but working principle is more or less close to induction. Almost all AC machine, because in our home, AC supply is there. AC supply, any motor you are using, that is induction. So single phase induction motor is also there, three phase induction motor. We'll start slowly with three phase induction. This type of machine is called as asynchronous machine. Induction machines are called as asynchronous machine because these machines are not synchronized at all. In case of synchronous machine, why we call it as a synchronous machine? It is always synchronized. Synchronized means it runs at a constant speed, constant frequency, constant voltage. All three conditions, especially in case of synchronous generator, voltage supply should be same, frequency should be same, phase sequence should be same, because all generators are connected in parallel. But that is not in the case of three phase induction. They are not synchronized. They are running freely. They are running at different speeds, different voltages, different size. All are possible. They can be directly connected to infinite, right? Now come to, whenever we talk about machines in general, any machine, our main aim is why we are studying. Second thing, what are its applications? What are its applications? So applications I already told you. Wherever the AC supply is available, we use induction. In traction also, in trains, especially there also we are using induction motor, right? But in case in home appliances also, we are using a single phase induction motor. The induction motor, there is a vast, almost all motors are induction. Now come to three phase induction. So construction wise, first part हम कभी भी कोई भी motor पढ़ते हैं, when we study the motor, so what is the constructional features of a three phase induction motor? You can see the stator winding. The stator winding of three phase induction motor is exactly same as three phase synchronous. Synchronous machine का जो stator winding, the construction of stator winding of three phase induction motor is exactly same as three phase synchronous machine. There is no change at all in case of stationary part. In case of synchronous machine, we have three phase winding slots are there, and in these slots, windings, three phase windings are sandwiched between these slots. Generally, these windings, ये winding होती है. Generally, these windings are three phase winding. You already studied. Synchro induction motor is also half part of synchronous machine. Stator में कोई change नहीं रहता, as it is रहता, either star connected or delta connected like this. स्टार कनेक्टेड और डेल्टा। और जनरली फॉर हाई पावर एप्लीकेशन हम लोग क्या करते हैं, वी जनरली ऑपरेट induction motor, connections of induction motor are delta connected. But in case of synchronous machine, generally the windings are star connected because star connected. But in case of synchronous induction motor, generally winding are delta. Delta connect करने से थोड़ा सा power rating बढ़ जाता है. Now compare synchronous machine and induction motor. Synchronous machine, there are two windings. One is stator winding. In induction motor also there is a stator winding. Okay, as it is. Then rotor. When we talk about rotor, synchronous machine are two types of rotors. One is cylindrical and second one is salient pole. But in case of induction motor, rotor has also winding. Rotor has difference आ रहा है. Rotor has also winding, three-phase winding, and it is isolated from outer world. There is no need to give DC supply. तो DC में बार-बार बात कर रहा था, ये DC की बात अब नहीं है. In case of synchronous machine, I am always talking about DC supply. Rotor has single winding and it is given with the DC supply. But in case of induction motor, there is no DC supply. It is singly excited machine, only one excitation. Stator is producing magnetic field. There is no DC supply or there is no north pole and south pole in rotor. Of course, we'll study principal operation how north pole and south poles are formed. But there is no DC supply. Generally, क्या होता है? In case of induction motor, there are two types of rotor, as we have studied in synchronous machine. Synchronous machine, salient pole and non-salient. But in case of induction motor, there are two types of rotor. One is squirrel cage type. We call it as a squirrel cage type. And second one is face wound, or we call it as a slip ring. So there are two types of rotor in case of induction motor. One is squirrel cage type. It looks like a cage of squirrel, therefore we call it as squirrel cage type. And second one is face wound type, where slip rings are there and an outerward connection is there where you can connect some resistance वगैरह हम outer world से add कर सकते हैं. So we'll just first we'll study squirrel cage type. In case of squirrel cage type, some bars are there. Generally इसमें winding जो होती है वो rotor bars होती है. I can make this line. I hope you can visualize this. Some rotor conductors are like rotor conductors. Rotor में जो conductors है that are copper bars like this. जैसा ये this is the marker pen to copper bar. Copper bars है. And end part is short circuit. End part जो होता है वो short circuit. By slip ring, by rings, so called as end rings. So end part में, top part में और bottom part में, और like this rings होते हैं. रिंग्स लोग इसको शॉर्ट करते हैं, ऑल कॉपर बार्स आर शॉर्ट सर्किट। इट लुक्स लाइक अ केज, केज पता है ना, पिंजड़ा, केज मीन्स पिंजड़ा, देयरफॉर द नेम इज गिवन स्क्विरल केज। Here we are not talking about salient pole and non-salient pole. वहां पे poles projected थे तो that is salient pole, poles बाहर, ठीक है, poles बाहर निकले, और एक ऐसे रहे तो फिर simple non-salient. But here the rotor is squirrel cage type winding यहाँ पे, and rotor binding में ही force आएगा। I hope so. Is it clear to everybody? In case of induction motor, stator connection is exactly same as synchronous machine, 3-phase winding, slots में mounted है, either star connected or delta connected. Stator body of the machine is yoke है, इसमें slots है, slots में 3-phase winding mounted है, either star connected. But rotor connections are of two types. One is squirrel cage type and second one is phase. तो सेकेंड कनेक्शन को अगर आप देखना चाहोगे तो सेकेंड कनेक्शन इज लाइक दिस, जनरली 3-phase वाइंडिंग। Instead of bar, 3 windings are there and windings end are short circuit, वो आपस में शॉर्ट होते हैं, ठीक है। दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि वाइंडिंग्स एंड्स आर शॉर्ट सर्किटेड और रोटर सर्किट्स आर शॉर्ट सर्किट। This is one winding, this is short circuit, this is other winding, short circuit. Like this, in case of squirrel cage type, it is short circuited at top and short circuited at. I have so everybody is understanding the constructional detail of induction motor. Its windings, rotor connections. In rotor, there are 3-phase winding, and the windings are short circuit. नेक्स्ट हम ये जो पार्ट है, सेकेंड पार्ट को हम थोड़ा सा विल स्टडी इन डिटेल व्हाइल स्टडीइंग फर्दर हम आगे पढ़ेंगे, देन वी विल स्टडी इन मोर डिटेल ऑन तो हम स्लिप रिंग भी क्यों बोलते हैं और कैसे हम रोटर रेजिस्टेंस ऐड करते हैं, तो हाउ विल यू कंट्रोल इंडक्शन मोटर फ्रॉम रोटर साइड, दैट वी विल स्टडी इन लेटर. नाउ आवर मेन फोकस इज ऑन, now जो main focus is on squirrel cage type induction motor and what is its working principle or principle of operation. Working principle. तो सिंक्रोनस मोटर ऑपरेशन या सिंक्रोनस जनरेटर ऑपरेशन इज डिफरेंट, ठीक है. सिंक्रोनस मोटर, सिंक्रोनस जनरेटर ऑपरेशन इज डिफरेंट, बट इन केस ऑफ इंडक्शन मोटर हियर ऑपरेशन इज डिफरेंट. और यू कैन से व्हेन यू कंपेयर विथ सिंक्रोनस मोटर, यू रिमेंबर synchronous motor runs due to magnetic locking between stator magnetic field and rotor. We have already studied north pole of stator magnetic field and south pole of rotor magnetic field is locked. South pole of stator magnetic field and north pole of rotor magnetic field is locked, and after locking, magnetic locking, it is continuously running at sync. Here the situation is completely different. Here locking is not taking place at all. Okay. Now, little bit we will start with synchronous machine working principle. What we are giving? We are giving 3-phase supply to 3-phase stator winding. When you are giving a 3-phase supply to 3-phase stator winding, a rotating magnetic field is produced which rotates at synchronous speed, which I had already told you. In case of 3-phase supply is given to 3-phase winding, the windings are displaced in space by 120 degree. The supply which you are giving, that is also 120 degree. Automatically rotating field is produced which rotates at synchronous speed. This we have already studied in case of synchronous motor also. आपने देखा था ना armature reaction. What do you mean by armature reaction? Effect of stator magnetic field and rotor magnetic field gives you a armature reaction, demagnetizing, cross magnetizing. वैसे ही स्टेटर की मैग्नेटिक फील्ड जो नॉर्थ पोल एंड साउथ पोल है, like in case of synchronous machine, when you give a three-phase supply to three-phase winding, a rotating magnetic field is produced which rotates at synchronous speed. Ns is equal to 120 F by E. This equation is known to everybody. This is the equation of speed of magnetic field, not rotor. I am not talking about induction motor. Induction motor is not yet started. It is in standstill condition. Induction motor is in standstill condition. Only magnetic field is moving at synchronous speed. Magnetic field is moving at synchronous speed. There is no condition, or I can say rotor is at standstill condition. Okay? But magnetic field is rotating at synchronous speed. 4-pole machine 1500 RPM, 6-pole machine 1000 RPM, 2-pole machine 3000 RPM, like that. The magnetic field is rotating at synchronous. Now try to apply Faraday's law. In machine, we are applying Faraday's law, Lenz's law, and motor principle. So first, we apply Faraday's law. This magnetic field is cutting this rotor conductor, or this magnetic field is cutting this rotor conductor. Magnetic field is cutting rotor conductor. Rotor conductor को cut करना. What will happen? What will happen? Since the magnetic field is cutting the rotor conductor, what will happen? EMF is induced because this north pole and south pole is continuously cutting this rotor conductor. There is rate of change of flux, flux linkages, d phi by dt. EMF is induced. That's all. Nothing new. From already second year we are studying whenever there is a rate of change of flux, EMF is induced. Same principle for all machines. Faraday's law. In transformer, in every machine we are applying Faraday's law. So this magnetic field Ns and Ss are cutting the rotor conductors or rotor bars. Therefore, there is a rate of change of flux in these rotor bars. Therefore, d phi by dt. Therefore, EMF is induced in the rotor. You can say if the EMF induced stator is E1, then rotor EMF induced is EMF is induced in the rotor bar. Rotor में EMF induced होगा. EMF is induced in the rotor bars. Now, since rotor circuit is short circuited, since rotor bars are short circuited, the EMF induced होगा, then current will flows in the rotor conductor. You can see that the current will flow. I don't know exactly the direction, but current will flow in the rotor conductor. ठीक है? Current flow होना शुरू हो जाएगा. Working principle: when you apply a three-phase supply to three-phase stator winding, displaced in space by 120 degree, a rotating magnetic field is produced which rotates at synchronous. This magnetic field cuts the rotor conductor. As per Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, EMF is induced in the rotor conductor. Since rotor conductors are short-circuited by end rings, therefore current started flowing in the rotor conductor. Current started flowing in the rotor. It is just like a transformer action. We are giving in supply in primary winding and power is transferred to secondary winding. Rotor is secondary. Transformer action. We are not giving any supply to secondary winding. We are giving supply to primary winding. You are getting output at secondary winding. Same principle. It's just like a transformer. We are giving a three-phase supply in the primary winding, stator winding. Power is transferred to rotor winding. Because EMF is induced in the rotor winding, current is flowing in the rotor winding, power is transferred in. Clear? Here we have current I2. We have a current I2. First we give a three-phase supply, then we got a flux rotating magnetic field, then EMF is induced. EMF is induced in primary winding as well as secondary winding, E2 आया. Then E2 के बाद फर्स्ट हमने क्या किया, सप्लाई दिया, B दिया, then flux आया, rotating magnetic field, then EMF is induced, E2, then current. Now compare rotating magnetic field and current. Compare rotating magnetic field flux and current I2, or you start applying motor principle. Try to apply the motor principle. What is motor principle? If you remember, सबको याद होगा. What do you mean by motor principle? एक ही principle है. From last 1 year we are studying motor principle. Current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field X. Current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field experience of force. देखो, whatever definitions I have taught you in second year while studying DC generator, DC motor, सब अभी भी वही apply हो रहे हैं. There are no other rules for studying machines. Any machine. When we study BLDC, when we study special machines, the rules or laws are same. Faraday's law, Lenz's law, motor principle, generator principles, Fleming's left hand rule, Fleming's right, like that. Okay. If you are anybody having any question, you can ask. Huh? It's an open window for all. Okay. So what I'm saying, here you have to apply simple basic motor principle of DC motor or DC, right? So current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field experience of force. Generally क्या होता है? This is current carrying rotor conductor. Rotor bars. These rotor bars are current carrying rotor conductor placed in a rotating magnetic field, north pole, south pole, placed in a rotating magnetic field, and these conductors are experiencing the force. Fleming left hand experience of force. एंड जब दो कंडक्टर देखोगे तो एक कंडक्टर में फोर्स इस डायरेक्शन में आएगा एंड एक कंडक्टर में फोर्स इस डायरेक्शन में आएगा. व्हेन यू अप्लाई फ्लेमिंग्स लेफ्ट हैंड रूल, देन द टॉर्क इज प्रोड्यूस्ड एंड मोटर स्टार्ट रोटेटिंग. मोटर विल स्टार्ट रोटेटिंग. वो ऑटोमेटिकली रोटेट होने लग जाएगी. थ्री फेज इंडक्शन मोटर इज सेल्फ स्टार्टिंग. टॉर्क इज देयर, नॉट लाइक सिंक्रोनस मशीन. Current carrying rotor conductor placed in a stator rotating magnetic field experience of force, and once the force is developed, torque is developed, and once torque is developed, machine will start rotating. Machine will start rotating. Machine rotate hona shuru ho jayega. This you have to be very careful. Current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field experience of force. When force is produced, torque is produced, the machine start rotating, and this rotor started rotating. Thus, this is the basic principle of operation of three-phase induction. Later on, I will tell you how it works. Lot of analysis. Around 2 units we are studying in induction motor, three-phase induction. It's not a very simple machine, but basic principle operation is very easy. First step. Voltage, we are giving a three-phase supply voltage. It will generate a rotating magnetic field. Rotating magnetic field will generate an induced EMF in rotor circuit E2. Because of short circuits rotor winding, I2 current will flow. And now we are in sufficient position to apply a motor principle. Current carrying rotor conductor placed in a magnetic field experience a force, and once force is developed, torque is developed, and once you get a torque, the motor starts. Okay. I hope so it is clear for everyone. Anybody having any doubt or queries, you can ask. Next, small one very big concept is there. Just try to understand this conceptual part. Once it started rotating, applying Lenz's law, you can see that motor will rotate in the same direction of magnet. This is also very important. This induction motor rotor will run in same direction of magnetic field as per Lenz's law, because the main cause of induced EMF is magnetic field. In order to oppose the cause producing it, cause is magnetic field. In order to oppose the cause producing it, the rotor will rotate in the same direction so that the relative speed will be reduced. The motor will rotate in the same direction. It will try to rotate in the same direction. And this motor will try to reach the synchronous speed. Synchronous speed को पकड़ने की कोशिश करें. This is the speed of magnetic field. This is the speed of rotor. So here we are using two symbols. One is ns, speed of magnetic field, and second, speed of rotor. It is not like synchronous machine ki speed of rotor is same as speed of magnet. It is always less than synchronous speed. You can see this. This will try to catch this speed, but it will not catch the synchronous. It will not catch the synchronous speed or synchronous speed to catch it. What will happen if the rotor, this is the concept part, what will happen if the induction motor runs at synchronous speed? If this motor is running at synchronous speed, suppose you can try to understand this, if the induction motor is running at synchronous speed, if उसने synchronous speed को catch कर लिया, what will happen? What will happen? If this rotor is running at synchronous speed and magnetic field is also running at synchronous speed, no relative speed. No relative speed means no d phi by dt, no flux linkage, no cutting of flux, no Faraday's law. EMF induced will be zero. EMF induced zero means current zero. Current zero means no force, no torque. Speed will fall. Speed automatically comes. Getting my point? Nahi samjha. Try to understand. If an induction motor rotates at synchronous speed, then there will be no relative speed between magnetic field and rotor. No relative speed means there is no cutting of flux. Flux and magnetic field and rotor are running at same speed. So there is no relative speed, no d phi by dt. No d phi by dt means no E2. No E2 means no I2. No I2 means no current, no rotor current. No rotor current means there is no current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field experiencing force. So force is equal to 0. Force is equal to 0 means torque is equal to 0. Torque is equal to 0 means speed will fall. Speed will, as soon as the speed will fall, relative speed will come in picture. Relative speed comes in picture, no synchronous speed, rotor speed and synchronous speed is different. Then there is a cutting of flux. Cutting of flux means d phi by dt. D phi by dt means induced EMF. Induced EMF means current. Current means current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field, experience a force. Force then torque. Motor will return. So one thing is clear, is induction motor always runs at speed less than synchronous speed. Or in other way, I can say induction motor always never runs at synchronous. Never means kabhi nahi, never. Induction motor never runs at synchronous speed, because if it runs at synchronous speed, no flux linkages, no EMF induced, no current, no force, no torque, speed will fall. Okay? So this is also a very big statement. Induction motor never runs at synchronous speed. It always runs at a speed close to synchronous. I can say if 1500 RPM is synchronous speed, generally 1470, 1460 RPM is motor. This is motor. This is magnetic. One thing is clear to everybody, induction motor runs at a speed less than synchronous speed. If the speed is 1500 RPM, it will run at 1560, 1570, 1460, 1470, less than synchronous speed. It will run stably at almost 3% of C and a 3% come. I hope so. Is it clear to everybody? If you are having any doubt or questions, you can ask. We can main analysis part we can do in next lecture. Next lecture where we can study other things, some important things for synchronous machine, induction motor. If anybody having any doubt, you can ask.